Oh, hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode of Cycling Insider, let's talk about 2020 Rose reveal for disc road bike, and this time it's gonna be Rose reveal in the Shimano 105 build. So as you already know, Rose is a German bike brand with a huge heritage in making bikes. They've been doing it for over 100 years now, and Rose is a direct-to-consumer bike brand, so you can order everything online and your bike is going to be shipped directly to your home. So that's why Rose can offer some amazing bike builds for a very competitive price. Also, they have few bike centers, bike shops in Germany where you can go and test ride those bikes. So this Rose Reveal range, who is this bike for? Let's first answer this question. So Rose Reveal bike range is all about endurance, long days in the saddle, and a bit more comfortable ride. So the geometry is also a bit more comfortable and kind of relaxed. So if you are in the market for an endurance road bike with a comfortable geometry, you should definitely check Rose Reveal range of the bikes for 2020 season. And also this Rose Reveal in 105 Shimano build sits in a very good price bracket in my opinion, and this is this price bracket around 2,000 British pounds. So let's dive in and let's see what do you get for your hard-earned money. So first thing first, the retail price of this bike. So the retail price is 2,268 British pounds, which is approximately $2,900 with the current exchange rate. So it's not cheap bike, make no mistakes, but I think the price is very interesting considering what kind of components you get on this bike. One negative thing here is that there is no negotiating about the price, because this is a fixed price unless Rose has some discounts, so 2,268 British pounds, and because Rose doesn't have their brick and mortar shops all around the world, you basically can't negotiate this price. When we look at the paint schemes on this bike, you will have 3 paint schemes on offer, which is a huge surprise for me on these levels of the price range. So first one is this beautiful metallic blue with yellow. Then you have a pretty classic one, black and red, and then also you have I would call it again a metallic blue with a hint of black. To be honest, my personal preference would be this metallic blue with yellow, or officially they call it shiny aurora and lighting yellow paint scheme. But it's very impressive that Rose can offer 3 paint schemes on this 2,200 British pounds road bike. Also, one interesting thing on this bike is the bike weight. So I see here the bike weight is claimed at 7.9 kilograms, plus minus 5% in the size 57. So even if we add 5% on top of that, so let's say 400 grams, so that would be 8.3 kilograms, which is still a very, very competitive bike weight, because in this price range I've easily seen bikes around 9 kilograms. So even if this one is 8.3 kilograms out of the box, that's a very, very impressive bike weight. So let's check now the components on this bike and let's see what can you get for 2,268 British pounds, or approximately $2,900 US. Let's start with the frame and fork. So this is a carbon fiber frame and fork from Rose. They say here that the starting weight for the frame is 1,020 grams and for the fork 3,080 grams. That's a pretty competitive and light bike frame and fork. Also keep in mind that the Rose carbon fiber frames and forks come with 6 years warranty, so you shouldn't have any special problems. And I wish they gave a little bit more details about the levels of the carbon fiber here, because again Rose will have different carbon fiber levels on this Rose Reveal 4 or Rose Reveal 6 level of the bikes, but there's not much details here. But just keep in mind, carbon fiber frame fork, 6 years warranty on both of them. Wheel set on this bike is the Rose own production, so you're gonna get the Rose R30 disc wheel set. And when you check a bit more about the details of this wheel set, you can see that it's a classical aluminium wheel set with the inner width of 24 millimeters and depth, of course, 30 mil. And also what I've noticed here is that the hubs on this wheel set are Rose own hubs. I have no experience with Rose hubs, so if you have any knowledge about it, please do leave a comment in the comments below. And you can also see that the weight of this bike as a pair is 1,650 grams, which is a very competitive weight for an aluminium wheel set. I have to say I was a bit surprised with this, and this is definitely one of those things why this wheel set and the whole bike package can be approximately 8.3 kilograms in total. Of course, in the future, if you really want to change to something better, you can always buy a wheel set from something like DT Swiss, which is always my favorite wheel set brand. And also you can build your own wheel set using, for example, DT Swiss hubs or maybe Shimano hubs or some other hubs, and then making your own, basically buying your own rims and spokes. But this is something for the future. Even this one out of the box, 1,650 grams, very competitive weight for an aluminium wheel set. This wheel set is wrapped in the Continental Grand Prix 5000 tires, top-notch tire, my favorite tires on the market, and this is a 28C tire. Again, beautiful addition, a lot of air volume in the tire, and you're gonna have definitely a smooth ride on this bike. This frame can take up to 32 mil tires, so you can even go higher if you want once when you are changing these tires. When it comes to the crankset on this bike, you will have a Shimano's 105 crankset, a 5034 crankset, and it's paired with the Shimano's 105 cassette, which is 1134 cassette. So absolutely no cutting corners on the cassette, 1134 cassette and the 5034 crankset. You will be able to attack any steep mountains, no excuses. For me, it's always interesting to see 1134 cassettes now on the road bikes, because in the past you could only see them on the cross-country mountain bikes. When it comes to the front mech and the rear mech and the shifters, this is all Shimano's 105 mechanical group set, so Shimano 105 7000 series, 11-speed mechanical group set, an absolute workhorse from Shimano, and it's a top-notch group set. Shimano has made huge progress in the last 2 to 3 years with this group set, so it's an absolutely top-notch group set, no problems. Chain is again Shimano's HG601 chain, and this is again Shimano 105 level chain, so I'm so glad there is no cutting corners on the chain or the cassette. Everything is Shimano 105 group set. When it comes to the brakes and the braking performance, this is the Shimano's 105 level hydraulic disc brakes, 160mm rotors both front and back. Again, I'm glad they didn't cut corners here. And also this is the Shimano's RT70 braking rotors. So definitely not the cheapest braking rotors from Shimano. This is a good, strong middleweight, I would say, rotor. And once when you destroy these braking rotors, I would suggest you to, for example, upgrade to the Shimano Ultegra braking rotors. Some of the smaller pieces on the bike, like handlebar, is from Ricci. Top-notch choice. Ricci, super famous manufacturer of bike components. This is probably an aluminium handlebar, and also the stem I see is a Ricci World Cup Series stem. Again, top-notch choice from Rose bikes. They really didn't cut corners on these smaller pieces. When it comes to the cell, you will have a Selle Italia Flight Flow cell. I haven't used the Selle Italia cells lately, so I can't comment on the kind of comfort and quality of this one. If somebody has some experience, please do let us know in the comments below. But saddles are always a personal preference. Once when you find your desired one, please do keep it as long as possible. And these are the bike specs for this Rose Reveal 4 for the 2020 season. And as you see, I'm pretty positive about this bike, and definitely if you are in the market for an endurance road bike, you should check this Rose Reveal 4 disc in the Shimano 105 build. So briefly as a summary, you will have a carbon fiber frame and the fork from Rose with a 6 years warranty. You will also get a full Shimano 105 mechanical group set, so everything from the shifters, front mech, rear mech, crankset is Shimano's 105, cassette is Shimano 105, chain is Shimano 105, and some nice additions are 1134 cassette, 5034 crankset, absolutely ready to attack any steep mountain. Wheelset is the Rose own production Rose 30 R30 wheelset, which is an aluminium wheelset with Rose own hubs. Very competitive weight, 1650 grams for a pair. Very impressive, I have to say, but this is something maybe in the future if you want to upgrade, it's easy to change the wheelset. Also, you will have a hydraulic disc brakes from Shimano 105 hydraulic disc brakes with 160mm braking rotors front and back, and also these are the Shimano's RT70 braking rotors, so Rose definitely didn't cut corners on this one. I haven't seen the data for the seat post on this bike. Is it a carbon fiber seat post on the bike? I truly hope it is, because here it doesn't give a lot of details. I would think that Rose would definitely include carbon fiber seat post, which hopefully will give you a bit more comfortable ride. So all in all, very interesting offering from Rose Bikes, and with the total bike weight, I would call it approximately 8.3 kilograms. Also very light bike for this amount of money. So I think this is gonna be it for today. If you like what I'm doing, please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you're always notified when I make a new video. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Pura Vida.